Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to another edition of Marketing the Invisible. My name is Tom Poland, beaming out to you from on the sand at Little Castaways Beach in Queensland, Australia. Joined today by Jan Kartusek. Jan is on the other end of the earth and the other end of the day. It's just after 5 p.m. here, 9 a.m. there. Jan, where are you hanging out?
Hey Tom, I'm in Prague, Czech Republic, so it's like 12 hours, I think, the difference.
Yes, it's a fair old whack. Well, thanks for getting up and getting that espresso pumping into your veins so we can do what's going to be a very, very interesting interview. Folks, I'm quietly excited about this because the thing that Jan is going to tell us how to make it work, I haven't been able to make it work, and I've been doing sales and marketing for 37 years. So he knows something that I don't know, and there's a pretty good chance you don't know either. Jan helps B2B companies generate leads, scale, and generate predictable revenue. He's the founder of InSales Academy. That's www.insalesacademy.com. And we'll give you another something quite special that's hanging off that website in a moment. But we've got 7 questions to get through. Jan, I'm going to put your feet onto the fire for 7 minutes. Our 7 minutes is going to start now. Question number 1 is, who's your ideal client?
Sure. So my ideal client is usually a digital agency or a software house from the CEE region, so Central Europe or Eastern Europe, that's between 20 to 50 employees and that want to expand in the US. So that would be like my ideal client specifically.
Love it so far. And so question number 2 is, what's the problem you solve for them?
Well, the problem is usually just a symptom that they think, so they usually don't have enough leads, but I try to dig deeper and solve the predictability of the lead flow. So I really help them grow and build a sales team, because what happens with these agencies or software houses, they don't necessarily have a sales team. It's all about the founder. So the problem is that they don't have the strategy to grow revenue. So they all rely on inbound leads or some referral network, and that's not enough if you want to grow. So that's what I help them with, not just leads, but also scaling and building a sales team.
And it was remiss of me, but I forgot the title for the interview, which is how to get a 30 to 40% response rate from your cold emails. We're going to do that in just 7 minutes, or 5 minutes, 51 seconds. So We've got these companies in Central, Western, or Eastern Europe, for that matter, who want to get established in the US, and you're giving them a predictable way of generating new leads rather than just relying on random chance and hoping and wishing and praying. Mm-hmm. That's your ideal client. That's the problem you solve. If they haven't found you yet, what are some of the symptoms that they're going to be experiencing in trying to establish cross-border? And it probably doesn't matter whether you're going from the USA to Europe or vice versa. They're trying to get established cross-border. What are some of the things they're going to be experiencing that they're not going to be enjoying?
Well, the first thing is they don't have any niche, so they do work for everybody. Let's say it's a development company and they do websites, mobile apps for every industry. It's a big problem because they are perceived as a commodity. So we help them niche down. We help them pick some case studies that are really relevant, and we pitch those case studies. We don't pitch like a work for everybody. We specifically, let's say, pick a niche like fintech, and we go after that if they develop some project for them. The other problem is no sales team. They don't even know how to build it, and they don't even want to, because they don't necessarily understand. Some of these companies don't even have CRM systems. Like, I'm really surprised, and they've been able to grow up to 60 employees. So it's really crazy. And so every deal is basically from the founder's network, and it's you can grow up to 50 employees with that, especially on development projects like big enterprise. But it's gonna end, and if you want more, then this is like the biggest symptom, I think.
It's going to end in tears as they keep trying to grow in such a chaotic manner, I imagine. So when people are wanting to go cross-border, before they find you, what are some of the common mistakes they make in attempting to get established into a new market?
Sure. So basically, they try to hire foreign consultants, so somebody who brings them leads or deals from US, let's say. But the problem with this approach is that the consultant works for many companies. So they have very similar clients. They sell the leads between them, and it's not really a strategic way of looking at lead generation or closing deals, let's say. So they often, the second mistake is they fly to US and they go to meetups or conferences or networking events. And that can be nice, but it's just one of the channels, and it's not like really the best one. And they don't go to the conferences that they should go. So that's another problem. The third mistake they do, they hire a call center and they just cold call everybody, or they just send cold emails, but they don't get any results, so they don't believe in that, or they start writing some content marketing pieces like some blogs, but it's really boring. So these are like the mistakes that I often see with trying to solve this.
So we've got this organization trying to get established cross-border. What's one free action that you could recommend an audience member takes that would take them a step in the right direction? Might not going to solve the whole problem. They might need to still work with someone like you, but it's still a step that would take them in the right direction.
Yeah, so the basic point is to do customer interviews. Nobody who's my client was doing them. So do the customer interviews with your best customers you ever had and find out some specific numbers. Specifically, how much traffic did you bring them? Okay, what was the conversion rate? Something really tangible. Then niche down, take only one specific vertical and create a case study from that best customer that include the numbers. You will use that case study as a product, this is the key. You will use it as a product to pitch in your cold emails, cold calls, conferences, and all the things that I just mentioned, because if you don't have anything to bring to the table, it's just you sound like everybody else. But if you have something very specific, it's going to work. So I would start with customer interviews and then creating the product from the case study.
Yeah, I hope people replay that because there was a lot of gold in there. And having been in marketing for sales and marketing for 37 years, I understand perhaps to a small extent some of the value of what you just said. So I hope folks you do replay that. Question number 6 in 1 minute and 40 seconds left. 2 questions to go. One valuable free resource, please, that you could direct people to that will further help them with this problem.
Sure. I mean, I have a YouTube channel where I post, where I have about 110 videos, and they basically tell you everything that I do, from how I write emails to basically I do email reviews of people. So they send me emails and I just rewrite them in front of them on YouTube. I also give you a lot of ideas about other marketing channels. So yeah, this is like a free channel, and it's basically for somebody who has time to go over the videos because it's a lot. If you don't, I do consultations on at insalesacademy.com. So that's for guys who want just some advice. Yeah.
Thank you. www.insalesacademy.com/coaching. You can check that one out as well, because I don't want to sit through 110 YouTube videos. I'd rather just talk to you. But some people may prefer the YouTube videos. Who knows? 40 seconds left. One question. From all your years of experience, what is the best, most valuable free tip that you can give people?
Don't rely on templates. Don't copy anybody else. Get inspired and create your own sales process and your own template and customize it to your business. And think in terms of framework, not in terms of template. So really understand why something is working, not just, hey, this works, let's use this. It's not a good approach. It's not going to work out.
It needs to be customized. Someone needs to sit down and figure it out, you know, if they're smart enough, hopefully with someone like you in the first instance. All right, Jan, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you again.
Thanks for checking out our Marketing the Invisible podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to generate 5 fresh leads in just 5 hours, then check out www.5hourchallenge.com.